Well, the clouds are rolling in over KDUH territory. Mike Modrick a bit under the weather himself, so Dave Brill steps in with your weekend outlook.
Well, thanks, Leanna. You can't see me, but here are the numbers. You'll see me in just a second. Partly cloudy and 37 degrees. The barometric pressure 30.28. Humidity is 64%, and the wind's gentle right now out of the south at 8 miles per hour. Here's what we have on the national map, and here I am for you, folks. We've got high pressure sitting over the Midwest and the upper Pacific Northwest right now, but that's going to change. Let's go to the east right now and tell you what's happening before we go to the west. We got sun sitting over Florida. It'd be nice to be playing golf down there right now. A low pressure system up in New England is keeping temperatures kind of interesting. We've got some highs and some lows. Some records set on the East Coast when you got a high and a low slamming up against each other. What you get is a lot of warm temperatures. Some of the temperatures today: Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, 74 degrees, New York City, 68, and Washington, D.C., 73 degrees. Might see some of the same temperatures tomorrow. Okay, let's talk about the west now. What we've got is a little storm system bringing up some moisture into the San Juan Mountains of the Four Corner region right here. Now, by tomorrow, if we can take a look at tomorrow morning's map, some of this stuff is going to change. Right here, we've got a storm system coming in here, band of low pressure, band of showers, and what that's going to cause is some nasty weather for the Pacific Northwest, as if they need any more. They've had quite a bit of flooding up in Washington recently, and as it moves down into the Panhandle, a lot of that's going to be dropped off in the Cascades of Washington, the Rocky Mountains of Wyoming, and Colorado. By the time it gets to us, cooler temperatures, maybe some rain, but I wouldn't worry too much about the snow. Okay, let's look at tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening rather, and as you can see, the storm system is going to be all over the western states. Again, though, I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you're driving that way, maybe make sure your windshield wipers are working, and you're going to get some snow up here in Washington. High pressure over the desert southwest is going to keep New Mexico nice and comfortable. Sun over here in the east, and as we back out of here, Texas looks nice. High pressure all over the east coast, and it looks pretty outstanding for the people on the east. Again, we might have a little rain earlier next week. Let's go to the forecast if we can now, and I'll tell you, or actually let's talk about the jet stream real quick. Forgot about that. We got is this cool air coming up through the from west to north, and that's going to bring low pressure is going to bring in some moisture, so we might get into a moisture pattern now, so you can forget about those nice high record-setting temperatures of a week. This last week's going to be cool next week, and perhaps some snow later in the week and by Thanksgiving. All right, let's talk about the forecast now. Tonight, partly cloudy, wind out of the southeast at 10 to 15 miles an hour, low of about 30 degrees. Saturday, partly sunny and warmer, winds northwest 10 to 20 miles an hour, highs 60 to 65. And now we move into Saturday night, and it's going to be cool, but it's going to be a nice day, a little high in the 60s, but now we're on Sunday now, mostly sunny, highs 60 to 65. Those temperatures at night dropping, so be sure to wear those jackets. And our extended outlook now, wet Tuesday and Wednesday, mild Monday, but I say wet. I don't think it's going to be snow. It looks like it's going to be more rain. Could turn to snow by Thanksgiving, so that turkey might get a little bit cold, and lows should be in the 30s and the 20s. And that is the weather for this evening. Back to you, Leanna.
Thanks, Dave. Doesn't sound too bad.